How's it going, guys? So the Chelsea versus Tottenham game is just finished at Stamford Bridge. It was 0-0, and if I seem like I'm half asleep, I do apologise. It's because after watching that, I am half asleep. Both managers will probably point to it being a very tactical game, but I'm not buying that. It was very tactical from Tottenham. They set up the same way they did against Man City last week. They were defensive, looking to counter-attack, but by doing that, it means for most of the game, we had possession of the ball. And for a team like Chelsea, having possession of the ball should be a good thing. But no, we created very little. I think our best chance came in the 92nd minute, which just isn't good enough. But there were a few decent performances out there, so let's get into the player ratings. Edouard Mendy, 7 out of 10. I'm really starting to like Mendy. It just seems like everyone is much more relaxed when he's in goal. He didn't have much to do in this game. He saved a good shot from Serge Aurier early on in the first half, and towards the end of the second half he did well to claw away a cross that was looking dangerous, but there wasn't much else for him to do apart from that. Rhys James, 8 out of 10. Rhys put in the exact performance he needed to in this game, and to be honest, he was probably our best attacking option throughout. He whipped in 2, if not 3, brilliant crosses that Tammy Abraham was slightly unlucky not to get on the end of. He did pick up a nonsense yellow card for a nothing challenge on Reguilon, but we won't hold that against him. Kurt Zouma, 6 out of 10. Okay, this is another clean sheet against a Big Six team, but unlike the game against Manchester United, our centre-backs really weren't put under that much pressure. He did almost give the ball away to Tottenham. Well, he did give the ball away to Tottenham at the end of the second half, which could have led to a goal, but thankfully it led to nothing, and I think 6 out of 10 is a fine score for Zouma in this one. Thiago Silva, 7 out of 10. Okay, I know it seems harsh having just said the centre-backs weren't put under a whole lot of pressure to then go and give Thiago a higher score than Zouma, but on the rare occasions that Tottenham did put an attack together, our defence looked calm, much calmer than they used to in those types of situations, and I'm attributing a lot of that to Thiago's influence. And Chilwell, 6 out of 10. Chilwell got involved in the game, sorta, kinda, here and there. The difference between him and Rhys James is that Ziyech was playing on the right wing, and he's more than happy to move in field, which in turn made space for James to get in behind. On the other hand, Werner likes to hug the touchline, so there wasn't much room there for Chilwell to have an influence, and considering our game seemed to be built around crossing the ball into the box, I would much prefer to have seen Chilwell up there on his left foot, whipping balls in over Werner. N'Golo Kante, 6 out of 10. Okay, N'Golo Kante is a holding midfielder, and what defensive work he had to do in this game, he did very well. My issue was that for large periods of this match, we were camped in the Tottenham half, and in those situations, I would like to see Kante drop deeper and let all the other midfielders and attackers have their influence on the game. Instead, he was pushed up right alongside Kovacic and Mount, and everything was going through him, but that's just not Kante's game. He was taking 2 or 3 touches every time he should have only been taking 1. And a lot of attacks kind of slowed down and broke down because of him, so I couldn't really give him higher than a 6. Matteo Kovich, 6 out of 10. Okay, based on the first half performance, I was ready to give Kovacic a 3 out of 10, if not worse. Luckily for him though, from pretty much the first minute of the second half, he stepped it up. He started driving at the Tottenham midfield and defence. His passing improved, he looked quicker, sharper, and that rescued his performance a bit. Mason Mount, 7 out of 10. Okay, to be honest, Mason's performance probably wasn't any better than either of the other 2 midfielders, but what I'll give him is that he was the one that looked like he really wanted to influence proceedings. He was the one trying to play the hard pass. He was the one trying to get a shot off on goal, and he did get a couple of good shots off. Unfortunately though, not good enough to break the deadlock. Hakim Ziyech, 4 out of 10. Hakim in this game was bad. Everything he tried pretty much failed to come off, whether it was a long pass or a short pass, whether he was trying to dribble at the Tottenham defence or just hold on to the possession, he messed pretty much all of it up. And you could tell when he got subbed off that he had that dejected look. When Mo Salah got subbed off yesterday for Liverpool, he was pissed. He was saying to Klopp, "Why are you subbing me off? I'm the one here that could make the difference." Hakim Ziyech knew that he was coming off because he had put in a performance that Footy Chat's YouTube channel was going to give him a 4 out of 10 for. Timo Werner, 5 out of 10. Timo did look like he had his shooting boots back on for this one. Inside the first 10 or 11 minutes, he scored a lovely goal, which unfortunately was ruled out for offside, and I think even neutrals wish that that one had stood because it probably would have led to a more entertaining game. But then after that, he just drifted out of the game, which is so frustrating because you know what he can bring. He's fast and he's got the dribbling ability. He could take on the Tottenham defenders and he just didn't. I'm not too sure what it is with Timo at the moment. Some fans are saying that maybe he's sulking about having to play on the wing when he feels like he should be the main man up top, but it's not the first time in his club career that he's been played as a winger. All I know is that with Christian Pulisic back fit, he might want to start rediscovering his form of last month, or his place in the starting lineup could start coming under scrutiny. Tammy Abraham, 6 out of 10. There was some good and some bad from Tammy in this game. He did show some fine touches and he made some good runs and his movement was pretty decent throughout the match, but he also did mess up a few chances that the likes of Didier Drogba, Diego Costa and even Olivier Giroud would just love to have been given. Anyway guys, those are my player ratings for this one, and if they seem a bit the fact that I'm pretty sure all of them were 5, 6, 7, it's because they're just matching the Chelsea performance. We've gotten into a habit lately of playing in third gear pretty much throughout the entire match because we haven't been forced out of third gear. But the problem with that is that when it comes to playing a team like Tottenham Hotspur, it's hard to just turn it on because we haven't been into fourth gear at all for maybe the last month. But if you like the video, please do drop a like, comment if you agree or disagree with my ratings, subscribe for more footy chats, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video.